Hey everyone, it's Andrea with Sucs For You in Houston, Texas, and I'm so excited. I got a new grow light and I want to open it up, plug it in, and take it for a test drive with you guys. So let's get started. Spider Farmer. Such a cute name. And then look how thin that is. This is really cool. And actually I don't know how cool it will be because it doesn't have a fan, but I did want it to supplement the grow lights I have in my garage. And I do hope it does add some extra warmth because we have some cold weather finally coming to Houston. It might settle in for a while. Let's plug them in. There we go. You can see there's the kind of white LEDs and a few reds. And looking at it, it's kind of hard to tell, but there's a little bit of blue in there too. So it's a really nice natural white light, which is what I always recommend. Full spectrum. They sent a little measuring tape and then some little labels. And then this is going to be for hanging them up. So let's go get them hung. And we're going to add the hangers. Tiger's going to help. I really like what they've sent here. They've sent the two... You have the two first clips that you put on, and then you attach the others. It's pretty stiff. There we go. I'll show you in a second. And I'm laying this down on the foam so it doesn't mess up the lights. You don't want to lay them down on a hard surface. Just pop that on. Okay. We'll do that to the other side. One. Two. Okay. And then we take these guys, and this is going to help keep it from kind of wobbling around back and forth. And this end, this belay end, the free end, is what's going to attach to the hook that we hang it from. We'll just put that one on there, and then all you have to do is hold down this little switch, and then you can pull to make it however long you need it, and it's nice and really quick to adjust. Okay, that part's done. Now all you have to do is hang it up. First, I just want to explain what I'm doing here. I have shifted my 6-foot table down, and then those are the T5s, the fluorescent fixture right there, and then I've left some space over here to hang those LEDs, the new ones that I just got. And then I put some shelves at either end because the light is, there's going to be plants, that's going to be enough light. They don't need to be directly under the grow lights. So you'll see once I start putting some plants in place, I'll explain why I'm putting them where I'm putting them. And then we'll work on getting the cords tucked away in a minute. So, and I have an analog timer. Right now my other grow lights are plugged directly into it. But what I'm going to do is switch this power strip out and then plug the power strip into the timer instead of the grow lights. And then I can use the whole power strip as a timer. So now the LED lights will go on at the same time as the T5s. I'll play around with the lighting, the height. I might raise the T5s a little bit so I can fit some more stuff under there. And I really like the look. Let's turn off these guys real quick so you can see. It's a really pretty warm white light. It doesn't have that green tint that fluorescents kind of have to it. It's really beautiful. I'm very happy with this. Okay, let's talk about what plants we're going to put where. I'm gonna go ahead and raise these guys up a little more. It'll be easier to work under and fit our plants that we're gonna be moving in. So easy. I love those clips so much. Wish everything in life was that smart. Okay, now down here I have another set of shelves. I don't really have much on it yet. And again, that light is going to supply the plants to the side just fine. And same with the little shelf over there. And so we've still got quite a bit of room. And then even like down around the floor, I can put more, I can put another table or something right here and put some more plants, extend that table out a little bit. So this guy, it's a really cool squill. It doesn't need a ton of bright light. And so I'm gonna put it off to the side over on this shelf. And then I'll put others on there that also don't need to be directly under the grow light. Let's see. It's about 3 feet, 3.5 feet away from the main light. And then, so this LED light has a, a range of about 3 by 3 feet to where it's going to be good for the the light hungrier succulents. And then off to the sides, we're going to be putting those that can do with less light than, say, cactus seedlings. So this guy, it only pulls 100 watts, but it's still putting out a ton of light, which is great. That means it's going to be very energy efficient. And it's got all these Samsung LEDs. Those chips are by Samsung, high quality. They're coated with a protective coating, waterproof coating, so that if you're watering and you get a little splash, it's not going to cause any problems. So there's 218 LED chips, various colors. The different colors are, like the reds are going to help with flowering when you combine it with the other colors, and the blues will help with, leafy, vegetative growth, that kind of thing. And then it's measured in what's called Kelvin. Like, it's just basically Kelvin is the perceived color temperature. And so the lower the Kelvin number, the redder it's going to look, and the higher the Kelvin number, the bluer it's going to look. So we're looking at about, somewhere between 5,000, maybe a little bit lower, up to 65 is going to give you a really nice white, like bright white, natural light. And that's what these are doing, just combining all these different colors to get that natural light. So with this into the table, I've added another shelf, and I'll add another little table for the same reason, just to extend the amount of light or extend the space of usable light. We'll put a little table over here. Everything that I'm gonna need to be tending to a little bit more, like my seedlings, I want to have to the front, and I don't want anything that's too tall to be too close to the grow lights, because they can burn. Remember that. I have this big plumeria for my grandma. Once I get that shelf full, I'll probably just tuck it right about there. I think that's where I gotta put it. I love it so much, and it's really not getting that hot. It is warmer underneath, but compared to the other LED fixture that I have, this thing is still pretty cool, but it has only been on a little while. I think that flat metal plate really just kind of helps disperse the heat really quickly. So I gotta get to work, bring my plants in here from the backyard. We have that cold front coming through Wednesday night with a lot of rain ahead of it, and you don't want cold, wet sucks, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started doing that. Forbias are going to go over here on the side because they don't really need as much light. And, you know, it'll still be pretty cool in the garage. Maybe sometimes down to 50, 60 degrees. So, they're going to be growing really slowly. So I'm going to put them down here. Put this guy at the back. Okay. And these Gasteria and Sansevieria, I might even bring them inside just because, again, they're okay without as much light in the wintertime. As long as you're not watering them and encouraging them to grow. I do need to find another table to put over here. I really love seeing everything all in my garage under the grow light. It's a bit of a pain to have to move it all. Of course, this isn't everything, but I am doing what I can. I'll be adding some more tables, putting some stuff inside by the windows. But yeah, this new LED light, Spider Farmer. That name funny. So far, let's do a touch it again. It is warmer now, so that's good actually. And in this case, I do want it to be warmer, but still not. I'm just like I can still touch it. I'm not gonna burn myself on it. But just gonna add some extra warmth. Keep my sweet sucky friends warm when it gets down to we're looking like in like high 30s. At least the feels like temp says that by was it Thursday morning, Friday morning, maybe even Saturday morning before it starts to warm back up a little bit again. So doing what I can. The main reason I move them in is to keep them dry, because I do not like their roots to be wet and cold at the same time. And I did kind of prioritize with who gets to come in here first. So what you're looking at now, or what qualifies as my favorites. I do have a lot more outside that are still my favorites too. It's really hard to choose favorites, so it's kind of based on who needs to be kept the driest and the warmest. Which plants are the most special to me, which ones that I get from friends, which ones have I had the longest. And you just kind of go from there. And there's a lot of space still left on this table, right? I know you guys are thinking, hey, I'll probably fit another 10 plants in there, and I will before the day is done. I guess that's it for this video. Yeah, I'm really happy with the color of these lights. They're really pretty. It's a very natural look. Like I could just shut off the fluorescence and have really nice ambient lighting when I'm hanging out in my garage this winter. Really anything below 60 degrees and I'm out here. I got my computer, my speaker, my kitty cat, my fan, my Netflix, and a little workstation, and keeps me busy, keeps me happy. And the more lights that I have when it's cold, especially if it's rainy or overcast outside, the happier I am. So not just good for plants, people. Yeah, so check the video description and I'll link to everything that I've talked about here. These Spider Farmer lights. They got some really good reviews, like authentic reviews. The customers are well informed. I've learned a lot by reading their Amazon reviews. And of course I have, more supplies. I know the link in my Amazon shop, so you can check that out, see what all I'm using. And of course check out the succulent manual. It's my baby, my book. And okay, that's it.